That's my dick. Yeah, there we go. Hey, there you go, man. Light that sucker up, man. We'll go to the moon.
Jeez, I hope your dick's bigger than this, man.
Hey, man, you wanna get out and walk, man?
Hey, you wanna get high, man?
That's how they do. They got wooden balls, man.
It's time again to call up all my friends to get this pitch in so we can have the session. The Buddha blessing, chief and repeating. The Mary Jane's greeting to the brain. Stimulate the cells, keep us far from insane. From Gorilla Glue to get us high like planes. So relax, this kickback is so exact. No extract, yo, it's too official. So amazed by the crystals hitting us like missiles to the bone bristle. Dazed and confused, blazed and we cool. On this journey to the moon, the first hit boom. I stay low by the plants that we grow. The THC tantalizes me to where my soul feels free. To anywhere mentally, I'm on point like the tail of a bee. It don't matter. I'm about to take flight, day or night, I ignite the blood to get my mind right. My eyes red, stumble like the Walking Dead. So blown, I'm in love with my sticky meds. About to take flight, day or night, I ignite the blood to get my mind right. My eyes red, stumble like the Walking Dead. So blown, I'm in love with my sticky meds. You pack a bowl with Acapulco gold to make that pimp walk nice and slow. Perfect in the land of the drink, yo, my land is the dank. From the super lemon haze to that purple haze, yo, that green crack helps me bounce back. It's so incredible, the feeling of consuming edibles and what they think next. Until then, bring back the power sack, blazing hard like that fire charge. Yo, up to 30,000 volts. Oh God, I'm loving it, I'm puffing it, and then I'm passing it. Unless I'm blazing solo, fumando till I'm no longer loco. The loud put you in the chokehold if this your first rodeo, but I ain't new to this. Smoking till my mind gets bliss. 3.5 in the blunt, yo, a perfect fit. That's how we rock to this. Ain't no other way. Word to my homie Sway. Shout out to the BSO clique. Smoking other crews underneath quick. I pass it to your favorite chick. No sticks, no seeds, blazing till our eyes bleed. And that's what we need. The brain loves to feed. It don't matter. The next level hits the shatter. The hits getting fatter. And there's no control of this. I'm about to take flight, day or night, I ignite the blood to get my mind right. My eyes red, stumble like the Walking Dead. So blown, I'm in love with my sticky meds. About to take flight, day or night, I ignite the blood to get my mind right. My eyes red, stumble like the Walking Dead. So blown, I'm in love with my sticky meds.
Yeah, what's in this shit, man?
Mostly Maui Wowie, man.
Yeah?
But it's got some Labradorians.
What's Labrador?
It's dog shit.
What?
Yeah, my dog ate my stash, man. Really blew the dog's mind.
You mean we're smoking dog shit, man?
They keep telling me
This is a different car.
This?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, we're on a.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. This your boy Reckless Talk with the Reckless Talk Sports Podcast. And we got my co-host, co-founder of Reckless Talk Sports, Jimmie Cooper, in the house.
Huh?
What's going on?
What's happening? What's up? What's going on?
And then we got hip-hop artist / former breakdancer in the house, Bobby Bliss. He
What's going on?
He driving. Oh, before we get started, man, shout outs to our sponsors, the greatest root beer brewed in Huntsville, Texas, by
Getting 10.
Brew Nation.
Yeah.
Hey, Angie, we're trying to do a show.
Put it on mute. Put it on mute.
You know I gotta mess with you. Back to the sponsors. We are sponsored by the greatest root beer on earth, brewed in Huntsville, Texas by Brew Nation. Otto's Root Beer, best root beer in the planet, old school family recipe from the 1950s. And Jarek Distribution LLC. We truly appreciate you guys. What's going on? Today we are we giving our reviews and input on the 2024 Olympics. What's up, Coop?
So what's going down, man? How you been? You traveling the world?
Man, it's been a blessing, brother. It's been a major blessing, man. I just made a big announcement. We'll talk about it in a minute. I just made a big announcement with my next career move we doing. You know what I mean? So it's definitely been a major blessing. Shout out to 1836 Entertainment, you know what I mean, for making this next journey possible. We gonna be, I'm doing a lot of national touring. You mean a lot of national touring coming up. So it's definitely
Oh
a
yeah.
blessing. How are you, man, with your car accident, man?
Oh no, I'm good, brother. I'm good, man. Just shaking back, taking it one day at a time. But it is what it is.
Hell yeah. Yo, Bobby, what's up, brother?
Nothing. Tired. Got off work. Got to work some more. But first, I got to go do something in Houston and then come back home. Too much. Too much.
Yeah, always busy. Man, y'all go ahead
Yeah.
and follow Bobby on all his platforms. Bobby Bless, dope ass artist. Actually, one of the artists I manage. Um, I know the big thing we touching on right now, like that is really trending, is breakdancing. Well, Australia brung to the table for breakdancing. That's why I wanted Bobby on here. Bobby used to breakdance back in his day, you know what I mean? And it's crazy. A lot of conspiracy theories going on about why it was done that way. But I definitely want to clear the air on that. I've done a lot of research on that. Let's make something clear right now. She does not have a PhD in fucking breakdancing, like everyone's saying. Not at all. We're gonna touch on that. But Jimmy, let's start with you, man. What's some of your highlights on this year's Olympics?
Well, shoot, man. Of course, we're gonna start off with the track and field. I mean,
My bad, Jimmy. Give
that,
me 1 second. My bad. Yo, Drew, I sent you the link to join in on here, Drew.
oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, man. Like I said, we're gonna track and field, man. Is always the number one thing in the Olympics. Everybody comes to see what we're gonna do, and of course, Jamaica, what they're gonna do as far as the women athletes. I was very shocked. The 4x1, man, it seems like with the men 4x1, I don't know if it's the coaching. Maybe we get some track and field coaches. Hopefully, one day we'll get them on the show, and they can explain really what's going on with that situation. Because it's not the first time, not the second time. This is going on 3 years with the 4x1 team with the men. This is the first time they got disqualified, but they've been having this situation where they dropping the baton, or not coming in first.
Yeah.
Then we have Shakari comes out. She had the issue with the drug test last year. 4 years ago, last Olympics. This year she comes back, and man, she blows it out the water. She had everybody scared doing the what you call it, the prelims. She didn't finish in first in none of the prelims, but in the 4x1, she blew it out the water. And in the 100, man, we can't, we got to give her a round of applause for that, man.
I actually want to touch on that. I'm glad you mentioned that with the whole prelims. Before we do though, man, we got hip-hop artist DRU52 in the building. What's going on, brother?
Y'all know what it is. Shit, trying to get lifted.
Yeah.
Shit, they need to make smoking the Olympics. I fucking kill everybody on that hole.
Yo,
Yeah.
Jimmy, so with the prelims, man, it's crazy how they wouldn't let them warm up.
Yeah, so man, that was crazy. So for the people that don't know, a couple of I forgot the Jamaican girl, but she's the one that's been a thorn in our side for the past 2 or 3 Olympics. She ended up bailing out of the Olympics. That's why they had an open lane in the 100-meter medal, the last race, basically when Shakari ran. So the issue was, for the people that don't know, I'll break it down real simple. Shakari, her, and a couple of other big names are not staying in the Olympic Village. They're staying outside of the Olympic Village. I also think they said LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo, Anthony Davis, a couple of the female basketball players, they also stayed in the same area where those ladies were staying. The unfortunate part about it is, I guess the third or fourth day during the Olympics, they changed the rules, which ended up making it a bigger issue, because if you didn't catch the bus when you had to catch the bus at the Olympic Village, if you didn't catch that bus, now you had to enter where the pedestrians or the normal people enter, and then you had to either walk or catch a ride with, you know, one of the buggies.
Yo.
Well, we're talking about maybe a 4 to 5 mile walk on top of you having to get ready, stretch, then, you know, go out there to perform. And a 4 mile walk is not something that you should be doing if you're trying to perform at that elite level as a track athlete. And so that caused some issues for a couple of people. I know even they said in the 1,500 meters, they had a guy that ended up bailing out for the same thing as well. So this Olympics is full of a lot of conspiracies, a lot of issues that happen. Hopefully we don't have these issues in 2028 with LA. I don't know if y'all heard about the water issue where the triathlons couldn't swim in the water. You know, there was a sewer problem that supposedly France had, you know, supposed to have fixed, you know.
Yeah, they got that shit water over there. They got that whole ass river that's polluted like a motherfucker. Right.
And so you know, that's a big thing. So we'll see, man. You know, they already passed the baton to us in LA. You know, LA has it next, and we'll see where we go on from there. But yeah, this Olympics was
a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, I won't say a bunch of bullshit, because America did what it did, man. I've been following.
But the thing is, the Olympics ain't just America. Olympics is the whole fucking world, and this whole world is on some whole ass shit. I mean, we got stars like you saying, like Simone Biles and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? From America, they wrecking shop. But the Olympics is not America. The Olympics is not a United States thing, and we always gonna go when we show out. But the bullshit is the behind the scenes bullshit they was doing, the disrespect for lighting the torch. I mean, nigga, it's all been a fucking entertainment show, like a game, like it's funny. Now, I mean, it's supposed to be the game's supposed to be entertainment because for the people, but it's not. But it's when you got motherfuckers that spent their whole life trying to build to be that Olympian, and then you got whole ass shit like the Australian breakdancing bitch go on there. I feel like you might feel a little disrespected because you just spent your whole fucking life trying to be the best of the best, and this bitch ain't even the best in her class. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
Hold on. I agree with what you're saying, because I was thinking about this earlier. Like, usually the Olympics, everything we got going on in the world, every 4 years, we know the Olympics will bring the world together, and we enjoy it, right? But this year, it's been fuckery, so I definitely agree.
Fuckery, bro. Like I understand everybody. I would never ever try to. I'm gonna say like this. I got some gay partners that'll knock you the fuck out. Real hard, tough niggas that's gay. So never in my life would I have any discrimination against gays, trans, or anything like that. But the fact of the matter is, the lighting of the torch shit was some hoe shit. You got a bunch of dudes in dresses, all kinds of shit. It's just weird. It ain't even. You ain't supposed to be pushing your agenda. This supposed to be about the people. This supposed to be about who is the best. And number one is like when I say you worked your whole life, like to be an Olympian is to be somebody. It means something to be on the stage. There was a couple of years ago, they wouldn't allow motherfuckers for not passing a weed test. But you know what I'm saying? Fuck Snoop Dogg, I fuck with him, whatever. But y'all got this nigga representing everything in all the damn categories. But a couple of years ago, a motherfucker couldn't even get on that bitch if you failing. Like, this is just a bunch of hoe shit. It's like the same shit like when I sit here and watch my kids and they flipping through these motherfucking YouTube stories over and over and over. It's just a bunch of fucking bullshit. Ain't no motherfucking content. Ain't nothing like, you know what I'm saying, to where these kids are like, oh, I want to be that when I grow up. I want to be that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to strive to be that type shit. And we got away from what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about that, achieving your goals, being the best. Fuck if the bitch was a dude or not on the boxing shit. What's her name? A mini, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody worried about if she got a dick or not. Look, bro. If she made it up there, she made it up there. She from a time where they kill motherfuckers for trying to be gay. Let it go. She knocked your people out. It's all good. But to be like, she hurt my feelings. And we got to check, you got a nigga like, let me see if you got a dick or not. that it's gonna really matter. You know what I'm saying? Like she already up there. You know what I'm saying? So it, like I said, it's just been one motherfucking show after another, after another, after another. Like, come on, my nigga. Like,
I agree. You just touched on something. So I want to get y'all opinion on that. Like you just said, man, these Olympians, these athletes, they work their whole lives to make it to this point. Are y'all familiar with how much they get paid per medal?
I think it's 35. What is it? 35,000. Yeah, it's 35,000.
It's more.
It's 35,000. These are you got people. You got other Olympians from other countries. They got they shit paid for. They got endorsement deals. They got restaurants in the places that they live in with that they ain't never got to pay for ever again. They got housing. They got clothes. They got all this shit. Our Olympians are getting what, $35,000.
Check this out.
38.
So this is gold medal. So Hong Kong, they're making $768,000 per gold medal they get. So this is all the gold medals. We're all the way down there to 38,000. Now check this out.
We're supposed to be the richest country in the world.
Exactly. For a gold medal, USA, they get 38,000. For a silver, 22,000, 22,500. And for a bronze is 15,000. And then like Drew just said, other countries they get cars, they get restaurants, they get houses on top of this, and they get money from their country.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about? Let me get your input on this, Bobby. How you feel about being so low in the total poll? With really, I guess you would say, with these medals.
I don't know. To me, if I want a medal for breakdancing, when I get home, I'll look at it. All right, cool shit. I'll just chunk that shit because that's what I'm not there for. I'm there. I don't know. It's just different for everybody. I'm not very materialistic. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like they should have got more money.
So this is what I would say. The breakdancing thing is cool. It's something to try, but I feel like the Olympics is going away from what it really meant when
exactly
stuff like that. I mean, again, I'm not trying. That's hip hop culture, right? It comes from where we come from, and I understand it. But
they have their own breakdancing thing going. Like they have their own breakdancing Olympics. Like Red Bull BC1.
They can't have their own. They can't have no own breakdancing. There ain't no way that could be a thing. The reason I say that is because breakdancing. But I mean, you can adopt something and modify it, but you can't claim it to be, oh, this is my breakdancing. Breakdancing was created out of the hip hop culture. Before there was even rap, it was breakdancing. Breakdancing started out with DJs and b-boys back in the house parties back in the day, and it was coming out of the culture where motherfuckers didn't have shit. You wasn't allowed to be in these rich ass white people places where they was allowed to be at these dance clubs and shit. Right. So it came up in the street. That's why they was breaking on motherfucking cardboard boxes and shit. Yeah. Motherfuckers breaking their neck in the streets, and motherfuckers that couldn't dance, you got your ass beat. It's funny nowadays, motherfuckers laugh at niggas doing this shit, but back in the day, if you was a real motherfucker, you was out there. Like motherfuckers wasn't fucking with Prince would knock your bitch ass out. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers could really fight type shit. And so it's just like everything else. It's getting whitewashed, getting gentrified. Just because this motherfucker come in and do a bunny hop, that don't make it a breakdancing motherfucking move. You just did some shit.
Did you know that Michael Jackson learned how to dance from a Mexican?
I heard that.
I know who the guy is. His name is, you know that shit that Michael Jackson does? Poppin' Taco did that shit. That shit is called the Cobra. Yeah. He taught Michael Jackson how to do that shit.
Started with that pop pocket, all that shit. Yeah.
Like I know them. Like Turbo Ozone. I know them. I know Ozone before he passed away. I know. I came from that era. I came from that shit.
I think I heard Jay talking about how people got it messed up about her PhD. So what she has a PhD in is cultural the cultural aspect of breakdancing.
Yeah, she learned it out of a book.
Yeah, and then she wrote a bunch of books on the culture. She studied it and everything. But the culture originated in New York with the beatboxing and the motherfucking b-boys with the DJs and shit like that. And then it expanded. Then you had the movies coming out and everybody was doing it, and it became a dance thing. But as far as the breakdancing culture, if she was really wanting to pay homage, she would have had a student that she taught, because she's a fucking teacher, and then had that motherfucker come up and go hard. Bitch, you my age, 36 years old, out here with these 20-year-olds, you got served looking ass niggas. You deserved everything you got. You doing the Homer Simpson spin on the side and doing all the weird shit. Nobody was feeling you. Got 0 out of 0, my nigga. It was disrespectful.
Hold on.
Not just to the people, but to the culture.
Jay, before you go, Jay, I want to make this point because he made a good statement. I want to let the people know. When he talk about this being a cultural thing, especially for the Black community, even the Latino community, if you can go back and watch some of the black and white videos of kids breakdancing back in the early 40s and 50s, and they getting power hole, getting washed with these big power hoses that are hooked up to the fire department trucks or fire trucks, and they're spraying them to get them off the corners. So when we talk about this culture, this means more than just a dance move. This means more than just something to do. This is something that is ingrained in us through the music, and this is kind of why, like, me and Jay started this thing, because athletes want to be artists and artists want to be athletes. That was the whole premise of what this sports talk show started to be. And we ran into some good people, and we're able to do something a little bit more and sidetracked it from just being a studio YouTube type deal. But that was a good point, man. And,
yeah, cause see, like, look, bro, I feel like too, like I said, as far as like gentrifying it, like the culture it was back then when breakdancing was going hard and popular. Those people didn't like that shit. That was Black people. That's Mexican shit. That's trash. We don't do that over here. We don't listen to that music. They wasn't listening to hip hop and fucking going to DJ parties and all kinds of shit. They didn't like that culture. But here we are, 24, and the same way they moving into the neighborhood and taking shit over. Then now they gonna spray that on fucking a national worldwide stage and pretty much make of it like, oh, we can do it how we want to. If I want to dance like a kangaroo, I can. Nigga, fuck you. Come over here and do that shit then. Come over here with that whole ass shit. I bet you stay the fuck over there with that. For real.
Hold on. God, we definitely gotta get Bobby's input with him being a former breakdancer, but I got some videos I uploaded. We're gonna run real quick. Bobby, close your doors. But so my thing is, I want to clarify a few things before I pull these up. All right, so her name is Rachel. She has a PhD in cultural studies, professor at McCourt University. She has been a dancer for 15 years, supposedly. So she's actually. Hold on, I'm just gonna read straight off of this. According to her research profile, Gunn was an Australian Breaking Association's top-ranked B-girl team for female breakdancers in 2020 and 2021. She also participated in the World Breaking Championships in Paris in 21, in Seoul 22, and in Leuven, Belgium in 23. She's classified for the Olympics when she won her breaking championship in Australia back in 23. Gunn's father-in-law took to social media, and he really blamed the judges for her thing. But here's the thing: she's doing this for research. This is a research thing. She does not care about breakdancing. She did not care about the culture. Really, honestly, I felt like that dance was planned to disrespect the culture and saying that
dance was horrible.
But look, I heard both stories. So I heard what you're saying, how she came, because she explained in her words basically that the culture has been so disrespected, and she wanted to show on a national scale that you could be an Olympian and come on here. Anybody could do it. That they were basically the downfall. This is the downfall of breakdancing, what they're doing to it. And she wanted to show an experiment. But then she also said on other interviews and shit that she went out there and gave it her best in an artistic form, that she already went out there knowing that the girls were stronger, younger, better than her, and the moves was better, but that she wanted to show the world the dancing that she wants to do in her art form and express her how she feels. And that's cool and all, but that's not where the fuck you do it.
Exactly. Don't use the world stage where you know all eyes are on you in the very first breakdancing in the Olympics for your
The first one, nigga.
Yo,
come on, man. Shit. They should have got Iggy Azalea's ass out there. At least she fine, nigga. She could rap. Shit. At least she sound like she from over here a little bit. Shit.
A little bit. Yo, y'all check these out.
Yeah, just hit me. Just fist bump and hit me. Just get on down and hit me. That bot just getting so funky and hit me. Yeah, just hit me. Touch and taste your dreams about the seats. Make your body sway. Socialize. Get down. Let your soul lead the way. Shake it down. Go, ladies. It's a living dream. Love, life, live. Come play. The game. Our world is free. Do it to us for free.
Buying bread from a man in Brussels. He was 6'4" and full of muscle. I said, do you speak my language? He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich.
She looks like she's on fire.
She should have stayed down under. I don't know why the fuck she came up here.
Now you can't tell me. You can't know. I don't give a fuck what no one in this world say. You can't tell me she wasn't fucking. She was serious. Like, come on, that was a fucking joke. Bobby, please give me your input as a former breakdancer, former b-boy. Please give me your input on this.
That shit was soulless. There was nothing there. It was just like you said, a proof of point type thing. There was no expectations of winning out of that shit.
Oh.
No, it was just to be done, just to say, look, I can do it, or try to.
Robert said, what is that?
So my question is,
she looks like she's on fire.
So
she was drowning.
What she did in Australia.
Oh, she's a professor.
Right, okay, but they say she made the way she got qualified for the Olympics is because she won the Australian tournament, right?
Yeah, she won the tournament. Y'all seen the video? That video is fucking crazy.
So what did she do in Australia to be qualified for the Olympics?
On the video where she wins that competition on the last one that she gets to be on the Olympics, the other person, if you watch the video, they kill that shit. They doing flips, all kind of shit, and they still gave it.
Hold that right there. Hold that thought right there, because I'm about to bring that up, Drew. All right, so to answer your question, so for her to qualify, she won the World Breaking Championships in Paris in 21, in Seoul in 22, and in Belgium in 23. And then that classified her for the Olympics. And then she classified.
She paid her way to win that shit.
She classified for the Olympics when she won the breaking championship in Australia last year. But all right, so that's the one Drew's talking about. And like Drew said, I seen that video. So here's where conspiracies are coming in. So that the chick, and the crazy thing is that championship she did, she sucked, but it was way better than what she did at the Olympics. 100 times.
I will say that you're right. It was a little bit better than the Olympic dance, but the other persons were still better.
Now the person she went up against killed her, but now come to find out, rumor has it her husband was one of the judges and the people that put that together, and that's why she won. Hold on,
that's the rumor, or is that the conspiracy that the husband?
That's the rumor.
Okay, so that's true then.
All right, now my wife said this makes the argument that breakdancing should not be in the Olympics. It's an art, and art is interpretive. You can't grade it or put a score on it. Yeah, you can, because she got 0 all across the board. You don't have an artist painting the Mona Lisa in the Olympics, and breakdancing should not be there either. What do y'all think?
And I feel like if it is, the rules can't be like she said, interpretive or generic, or they can just do what they want. They should be based on the basics of what beatboxing is, or breakdancing is. There should be the right music first of all, because motherfucker, ain't nobody breakdancing to that fucking rave shit, doing whatever the fuck they was listening to. I ain't never seen no motherfuckers when I was a kid breakdancing to that whole ass shit. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
So Bobby,
I can't hear you.
Bobby, unmute your mic. I got you. Go ahead.
I said they were playing good songs. They were playing organ donor. They were playing rock hands, don't sweat the technique. They were playing some jams that when I was breakdancing, that shit had me get ready to get up and hurt myself.
Know what I'm saying?
But I don't know, like, look, when I started breakdancing, it was in Las Vegas, the entertainment city of the world. You know, I come from 28th Street. 28th Street over there is like 5th Ward over here. You know what the OG gangsters would say? No, leave the little homies alone. They breakdance. They ain't about this life. Yeah. That's what they told us. So we grew up, and as we see the OGs in the city, man, you know what they do? Hey. Don't be fucking with them. You fuck with them, you fucking with us. We had the whole city locked down because we breakdanced and we was just kids.
It was gang culture involved in the shit when I was a kid. Like nowadays, because it got so washed, like with the You Got Served movies and all the breakdancing. You know, when I was a kid, you looked at one of the breakdancers like a dope boy or like a rapper. They was the same category. They was rough, they was tough, they could fight, and they dressed good, and they was cool. The bitches wanted them, shit like that. Nowadays, motherfuckers get laughed at because it ain't cool to do all that shit no more. But like I said, man, I was born in '88. So when I was like 10 years old, it was still that was cool. And I remember even like he said, the old school, the OGs, and be like that would you know, encourage that. You know what I'm saying? That it would be the same way as if a motherfucker could play ball. It'd be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Let little homie make it type shit. They want to see the shit. When they out on the block and they doing their thing, that's something they could be checking out type shit. I'm just saying, like I said about it being an Olympic sport, if they gonna do it, it can't just be however you want to be. Cause then what then you got Japanese ninja fucking jumping around doing martial arts and fucking all this shit. There's different forms of fucking artistic dance, and it ain't breakdancing, my nigga. Breakdancing is breakdancing. And you got fucking ballet, you got capoeira, all the other martial art dancing form. You got fucking ball dancing. What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna just be a ballroom dancer, but instead of dancing ballroom, I'm gonna fucking spin on my head, and that's my interpretation of how I feel it should be. You know what I'm saying?
You know, they can, but it's funny. It's funny that
you can't just do what you want. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just feel entitled to do what the fuck they want. That's bullshit.
It's crazy that you say about the ballerina stuff, because when I came here, 3 years after I was here in Houston, I was in the theater district making $800 a night spinning on my head.
Lavonia said she was making a mockery out of the fact that they put the art form in the sports arena. She did it on purpose and purposefully disrespected the art form to make a point. When you think about it, there are several things that should not be there. She made her point.
Yeah, she made her.
I don't think that breakdancing shouldn't be in the Olympics. I think it's cool as fuck. Now, another thing. There's way too many dope ass breakdancers out here. Every country,
that's the part that is weird.
Every country should be disappointed. Every country. Big shout outs to the judge.
But think about it, bro. If we take it to the root, let's take it all the way back to who invented. like he said, what you say, Mexicans and African American culture. That was what breakdancing was. It was a minority thing. You know what I mean?
It started in New York in the late 70s. Actually,
okay, so check this out. Do they let us in their polo clubs and their rich fucking elite fucking sportswear that we can't fucking play in and shit? Do they let us come and make a mockery of them because we're trying to prove a point? They don't let, you know what I'm saying? Just because it was breakdancing, they thought that it was okay, or we can do that shit. And you know what I'm saying? Why? At every other level, you got to be the top of the best. But because they take everything that we do as a fucking joke, it's a joke to them. They're allowed to do that. I'm saying Australia as a country should be ashamed because they allowed her to go on the stage and do that, because there was better people than her, because it's an Olympic sport. But because they did it, it's just like Iggy Azalea coming over here like she got a southern accent and trying to rap. It's like, nigga, y'all can just do what the fuck y'all want, and it's cool. But when we try to be like, yo, can we let us get a discount to your motherfucking golf club, the motherfucking country club that costs motherfucking $300 a month just in food. You have to buy $500 of food a month. Then you got to pay for the $750 a month fee to be in there. Then you got to bring your own shit. You ain't allowed in that motherfucker. But y'all can just come on this national big stage and just be the best of the best just because you want and express yourself because you felt like it. That's fucked up. But that's what 2024 is all about. Motherfucker, everybody get a medal type shit, but only if it's white, because they the ones in charge of the shit. And I hate to say that, but that's just what it is, bro. That's just what it is, man. I got my best friend is white. He took me in when I was a kid, let me live with him. I don't got nothing against white people. But the fact of the matter is, we know who runs shit. And we know we couldn't just go on a fucking Olympic level to one of these triathlons and be like, hey, man, I don't really feel like throwing this discus that far because, I mean, I relate better to people that ain't really strong. So I'm going to give it my best. But and we'll be like, oh, yeah, United States is like, hell yeah, put him in, coach. He studied the discus for fucking 30 years. He's a teacher. Yeah. He teaches motherfuckers how to throw discus. All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't do it because they wouldn't embarrass themselves like that.
I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I don't know too many people know what cricket is, right?
Oh, I do.
Cricket is kind of like a form of baseball in our
big in India.
Cricket,
in our form, right? Somewhat. So imagine us four going to a cricket event with baseball bats. Do you think they will allow us in there with baseball bats? Do you think they'll allow us in there with gloves? It's kind of that same premise for people that's not understanding what he's saying. But that, you know, right now, I mean, this goes back to what we said about 30 minutes ago. The Olympics is kind of becoming a joke. It's not, and it hurts because you got people like the Simone Biles, you got the Sha'Carri Richardsons, you have the Jamaicans, you have the Usain Bolts, you have all these great athletes that came before us and them, and they worked their ass off for that 5 seconds of whatever they're doing, right? Simone Biles, she literally had to take a month break because of, or a few years of a break and leave the Olympics last time because of mental health, because people was, you know, talking about her and body shaming her and talking about her hair. You know, when I'm not out there to look pretty, I'm out there to perform, you know? And so now we fast forward a few years later, and now all of a sudden, oh, well, let's let the girl that looks pretty, let's let her do whatever she wants to do, right? It's hard to watch because, you know, like I was telling my son, we watched that 100 meters, and, you know, if you really break it down in your mind and think about it, that is 4 years that you train every day. These people train every day. They run every single day for 9 seconds. Think about that. Close your eyes at home and count to 9 seconds. That's how fast that span, everything that you work for in your life happens in 9 seconds. And then when you see those girls crying, these dudes that's crying, that's because they worked their life off to get to this point. And they realized that dream to win that gold medal has fell apart in 9 seconds. That's heartbreaking, man. And, you know, I fast forward, not to change the subject, but what do y'all think about, there's been talk about flag football, even a 6-on-6 flag football next year with the Olympics, in 2028 Olympics. I think again that would be a joke.
Before anybody answers that question, we're gonna go take a little break and go into a track real quick, man. So, where you from? By Lil DRU52. Check it out.
You already know it's Lil Drew, my nigga Loco. Say. Hey, why they looking at me sideways? Bitch, I got the gun on top. Ain't nobody gave a fuck, and now I'm close to the top. So now they coming out the woodwork. They saying my name. You gon' see how far this gun squirt go chasing that bang. Say fuck the rap shit. I'm really deep in these streets. Ain't nothing changed. Did my time to take a break. Recollecting my brain. Now I'm more focused than ever. I need the spokes and the leather. 84's are better. Say they ain't no competitor. Shout out my real house. Still clued up. We all know you in the bed with your bitch booed up. She leave you broke, but we some real deal peas. 93 blood, blowing AK, fully loaded weed, leave it till you smoking.
Alright, what's up? I be the nigga dying in the club. Keep talking shit, you get hit. Won't even make it to the car for the stick. Alright, what's up? I be the nigga dying in the club. Keep talking shit, you get hit. Won't even make it to the car for the stick. Where you from? 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 Loco, jumped on the beat, no pogo. Pockets so big, they on sumo. About my cho-cho. Try to jack me, that's a no-no. Texas T got me moving slow-mo. Mix it with the pressure, yeah, you know that's a go-go. Stay on my wild shit, nigga, call me Steve-O. Bustin' out the people, losing out of control. It's my way, motherfucker, call me Carlino. Gotta get mine, blowing up, no landmine. Hang a nigga quick like a clothesline. Niggas by that action, just watch for the gun line. Nigga, don't try me, cause I rumble. Gotta steal fast jab, make you stumble. Keep running with that sack, make you crumble. Alright, what's up? I be the nigga dying in the club. Keep talking shit, you get hit. Won't even make it to the car for the stick. Alright, what's up? I be the nigga dying in the club. Keep talking shit, you get hit. Won't even make it to the car for the stick. Where you from? 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 Where you from?
Shout out to my boy Locino, man. Hey, man, it's going down. 87 Trey all day.
Man, y'all catch DRU52 and Bobby Bless performing August 24th for Harlem Clark Kent's birthday bash. Is gonna be dope.
Yeah.
As soon as Bobby gets home, he's gonna finish on the flyer. We're gonna start promoting it tomorrow. Also, Bobby has another show later that night too. So y'all pull on up.
Yeah.
So go say your question again, Coop.
Yeah. Hey, I do want to say one more thing before we do that right quick. He was talking about the training. She did mention too in one of her interviews, old girl, that she made sure to tell everybody she did not train. She ain't trained for shit. She was like, yeah, I've done a couple of dances, but I don't train. And I feel like that's in itself is fucking disrespectful as shit to all the people that spend all them hours and all them days and years training to be where they at. And you just get to hop on the scene because you study some shit. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there.
Big fact. So you said something about flag football, Coop?
All right, so they did start a high school a grade level a world football league or whatever this thing that they did where it was between the ages of 18 and 24, I believe, and the US we was getting our ass handed to us. I think we lost to Japan by 28 points. We lost to Australia or somebody else by like 30 or something like that. And so, of course, it's been something that's going around that they want football put into the Olympics. And supposedly it's a flag 6-on-6 or whatever it is, flag football type ordeal.
All right, in saying that, I'm about to tell. I'm glad you brought that up. But we're gonna pull up this comment real quick. It's gonna be the last time we speak on the breakdance. Then we're gonna move on for that. In Australia, excuse me, are big into the breakdancing culture. Australian nationalists are notorious for their dislike for the indigenous people of Australia. It would be interesting to see how nationalist she is. Folks don't make political statements for this large for little reasons. Just saying.
Yeah, I actually in my when I was in high school, I did a paper on Australia. Australians are very racist against Aborigines, the same way they racist against Native Americans over here. It's the same shit, and probably it might be like a little worse just because there's less of them, and then they really alone on that island over there, and can't nobody really regulate what the fuck they do. But yeah, real shit.
I didn't even know that. And to go back to what you were speaking on, Coop. I don't know about flag football wise, but regular football is already an Olympic sport. A lot of people don't know that. It's not. So basically, what it is they don't play during the Olympics, obviously, but they literally have the football Olympics for every country. They got their own team. You know what I mean? My brother, Michael Brown, big shout out to Mike, man. He actually represented the USA team back in 2012, I think it was, when they beat Canada for the gold. So that's actually they actually had their own Olympics already. Flag football, Olympics. Why? Me personally, I don't think that's a good idea.
It's not a good idea because, for one, if we go out there with let's go back to before the Dream Team, right? Who was we sending out there before we sent out the Dream Team?
College players.
We're sending out college players.
Mm-hmm.
We already having an issue paying college players with NIL money. This is going to be another issue on top of that. On top of that is we're having issues with college players being men, right? Which is something that Deion Sanders has been preaching. These young men are not being men inside these facilities, which are causing them to do things like drinking and drive, getting in trouble with the law, with the campus police. This is going across the board. The bad thing about it is they're trying to blame Deion for it, and Deion has 0 incidents where you have 30-something allegations and I believe it's more than 30-something allegations, but it's 24 known incidents in Georgia, the #1 ranked team in college football. So we have that going on. Now you want to bring these same 18 to 24-year-old kids to Paris, Germany, all these different countries that have rules that we don't necessarily abide by, right? For instance, I've talked to people before about this Dubai. People want to go to Dubai, and I clearly make this, especially to women. When you travel with your husband to Dubai, you cannot, and I mean you cannot, be disrespectful. You cannot cuss him. You cannot raise your voice. You will get sent to jail off the rip. It's no questions asked. Mm-hmm. You can do that here in America. You can yell and scream and shout and do all that, and the police probably gonna take your side. But it's not like that over there. In Germany, same thing. They don't play with these types of things that we do here in America that we get away with on an everyday basis. And so to send these kids over there, yes, it's 28 is in LA, but even still, it doesn't make sense in a whole spectrum of things, and it then will cause us to, if we do not win gold, because football is a American sport, it's not a world sport, it's an American sport. If we do not win gold, now we're back to this same thing to where people were saying a few months ago, where they're saying that this country is dying, sports-wise, political-wise, culture-wise, and now we're back looking like Boo Boo the Fool on our own turf.
I definitely agree, and I think another problem is how players getting out there. A lot of people don't realize Olympics. I'm gonna pull something else up too. The Olympic, a lot of these players, if they don't get sponsorships, they're not getting paid. You don't get paid from the USA to go out there and be in Olympics. You know what I mean? Let me pull this up right here. Oh no, yeah.
So speaking of that,
like how would they get out there? You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm not. What y'all think about it? I'm not feeling the whole. No, I'm not feeling it.
I feel like, honestly, bro, I feel like any sport that's a sport should be at least considered. You know what I'm saying? If it's a sport, okay, it should be considered. I know you said don't go back to the breakdancing. I was thinking about that, but like it would be more feasible to do a sport than to be something like a breakdancing thing. Because you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, there's breakdancing competition, but if you think about it as like a sport type shit, I mean, how many times have y'all motherfuckers sat down and like really watched in, you know, the last couple of years breakdancing competitions compared to how many people watch like a flag football competition? You know what I'm saying? I really feel like, you know,
breakdancing competitions, to me, to be honest, I did it. That's just fucking boring.
Yeah, because I mean, because like I said, it's more of a cultural thing. It's more of a like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta like the basis of hip hop and the culture around it to like breakdancing. And if you ain't really involved in all of that, then you know what I'm saying, it might not be for you. But as far as like any sport, like regular football, flag football, I noticed that on the comments in the on the girls' video that people were saying like in India they got sports that they, and I can't remember the names of what they was talking about, but there's certain sports and they was asking, well, how come they don't put that as a sport in the Olympics? And that's what I'm saying. Like if it's a sport, a real sport, like I agree with, like it should be at least considered. But if it's something that's like for the people, that's like it's supposed to just be for us, then it should be that. If not, then we need to have a fucking spitting contest, a fucking watermelon spitting contest for the goddamn Olympics, and fucking a pissing contest. See who can piss the farthest. Like, let's just do whatever, my nigga. Who makes the best graffiti bomb on the train type shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's do whatever. But fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when you want to keep it like I said, like a sport, something that you have to train on a daily for, something that you have to sweat for. You know what I'm saying? This is a real deal thing, something that just can't everybody just do. You got all these videos with imitating the old girl and her exact moves. You know what I'm saying? I can't run in no motherfucking flag football full-on game. I can't even run a full-on basketball court game, like a full court game. I die out that hole. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, it should be for the athletes. And really, that's like when you think of the beginning of Olympics, it was the athletes. That when in the first Olympics, they didn't have no fucking all this other bullshit. There was athletes, the strongest, the fastest, you know what I'm saying? The most on point, who could shoot the arrow right at the, you know what I'm saying, the target. You know what I mean? We getting away from what the basics of it should be, but I mean, I agree with old boy. Like, yeah, whatever should be considered, but not dancing, breakdancing, not my shit, not our shit, bro. That's hood shit. It ain't for y'all.
Before I forget to mention this, man, big shout outs to Flavor Flav and Alex O'Hannon. He was the creator of Reddit, because like we were speaking before, a lot of these athletes don't have the money to make it out there. You know what I mean? And are everyday people like us with 9 to 5s and struggling to make it in everyday life. So those two individuals actually are helping paying some of these U.S. Olympians rent and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, so big shout out to them for that, man, for real. She said, you are correct, DRU52. We have gone so far away from the original intent, but it's a sign of the times.
It's a sign of the times when these fucking kids are born and they got a YouTube fucking touchscreen tablet in front of their face and fucking all day. You can't even take that hoe. They start getting withdrawals and shit.
That's why I said that football shouldn't be in the Olympic category. It's not. I mean, yeah, it's a sport, but that's not one of the sports that should be in the category. Like you say, it's when we go back to the basics, is the fastest, the biggest, the strongest, who can throw something the farthest, who has, you know, the arrows, those types of things that's what was the originate when, back in the early days in the ADs, when they were just put in the that Greek auditorium in Italy,
Yeah, in
you know
in the
and
auditorium.
so that's what that was for. And I think like certain sport, for instance, I'll say this one too, the 3-on-3 basketball thing. I think that's something people not giving Ice Cube that credit, and then they put this as an Olympic sport, and it's not basketball. That's not pure basketball. Basketball is purest form. That's street ball. So again, that's another way for them to take something that was not original, original Olympic, quote unquote sport. They're taking that from a cultural place, something that somebody else made big, and then say, "Oh, okay, let's make this into a sport so we can get these people into on TV or get memorized." And it
Yeah.
shouldn't be that. It goes back to that everybody gets a medal, everybody wins.
Hey,
But
like you just said, it gives them that spotlight. There was something that somebody said on one of those YouTube comments. It said motherfuckers are gonna forget all of those breakdancers that was really hard, that really went good, and ain't nobody gonna remember none of them. They're only gonna remember this bitch.
right,
And she said that was her goal. That's what's her goal, to
right,
be remembered, to be stood out as the black sheep. So here we are, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what all of it'll become. It'll become, like you said, a participation trophy. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
that degrades the athlete, the real Olympian, the person who worked their ass off to be the type
Man,
shit.
this is I agree with you on both of y'all. This is a good comment. This comment actually, I'm gonna read this comment and then go back into what Drew said a while ago. It's another way to water down the requirements. That's so that everyone can be included. That's the point. It's not for everyone. And that goes. I read that comment and it made me think of what Drew said. I shouldn't be able to sit here and literally mimic every one of her dance moves. You know what I mean? Like that's not like you and like everyone speaking of you to make the Olympics. You're every day from a kid or from wherever you start. You're doing this every single day. So for you to get on here and make a mockery, and then I literally could whatever the fuck you did, I shouldn't be able to do move for move of what you just did. You know what I mean? But before we close out, man, we're gonna close out on a great note. Man, it's the first time in Olympic history, not just any country, but United States being that country hit over 100 medals. What do y'all think about that? And we
Oh
are leading in the
man,
medal count.
that that was one of the things, man, that like I said in the beginning, that I was most proud of when just saying for the country, for USA, man, I'm happy that we was able to do that. We was able to dominate like we should, like we're supposed to. We went out there, and especially in the events that we're supposed to win, we went out there and won, and we clearly dominated. Again, sometimes I mean, as a spectator, I would like it to be closer. I would like, to have a event to where I'm like, oh yeah, 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 let's get, just like the Olympic basketball, the gold medal game. Steph Curry went off the last 2 minutes, and it was one of those things where you will never forget, right? It's like the Kobe Bryant moment from a few years ago with that
Man,
2012
you
when
seen that shit? 4 straight
yeah,
possessions, throwing up
you
them
know,
threes.
all
Man.
of them threes, man. It was those moments that we had that changes lives, right? The Simone Biles, right? The Michael Phelps a few years ago when Michael Phelps won, what was it, 8 gold medals? That was history. That was just things that you see and you hope to see, because in our lifetime you don't know if you will ever see it. So to see us, having 126 medals, man, it makes you proud. But at the same time, uh, it's like back in the 70s, the 60s and the 70s, where we would go out there and fight for the country, and then we come back and we're back to the same old bullshit. And let's be honest, this is a happy moment for right now. In a week, are we still gonna be talking about the Olympics? Are there going to be YouTube pages? I bet you we're probably the only YouTube content people that's talking about the Olympics right now, unless it's just somebody that's really in love with whatever, that track and field or whatever that sport it was. But nobody's going to care about this. Nobody's going to care about this medal count. Nobody's going to say, oh, the Americans dominated. Give it a week and a half. This is going to be all said and done. We're going to be back to talking football, baseball playoffs, and the start of basketball season. So,
yeah, it's football season. Shit, it's gonna be.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that one for real. Before we can close out, anybody got anything else they want to add?
Man, shit, man, shout out to Jay Reckless for having me on. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everything you doing out there, man. I see y'all at the show. You know what I'm saying? We got the show coming up on the 24th for Kent, his birthday bash. You know what I'm saying? So we finna show out for that. So hell yeah, shout out to my boy Ken Kyle.
Man, catch us on the radio August 21st. Me, Kent, Drew, and Tony with the good brisket.
Hell yeah. I love me some brisket.
Go ahead, Bobby.
Bobby Bless, your son put up a comment. I'll read it, but I'm not putting it up on the screen because it's so disrespectful. It says, "How about them Cowboys?"
No, hell no. Man, yeah, boo this man. Boo.
I gotta live with. Hey, I gotta live with him. So.
Yeah. So, you got anything you want to end with, Jimmy?
Yeah, man. I want everybody to. I want to give a shout out to the Houston Energy. Man, it was an incredible season. I know we haven't been. My guy has been on the road, so we haven't been on to talk about those ladies and the wonderful things that they have done. A couple of them, shout outs to them, were able to go to Canton, Ohio, where the Hall of Fame is. 10 of them, to be exact.
All Americans.
Was all Americans. I believe, what was it, 5 or 6 of them that were first team All American?
Five first team and a total of 10.
And a total of 10. So, second and third team mixed in that. Man, I greatly appreciate Coach Brian Wiggins and Coach Bird for giving us the opportunity to be around them. Man, I had to give them a shout out. Again, I'm also working on some things. I'm hoping I'm not gonna share too much, but it's something coming, man. And I really hope that they was able to reach out to Coach Wiggins. I know he's probably watching, listening. I really hope they was out there, man, because if what me and Jay talked about, if that happens, man, this is gonna be
life-changing.
It kind of goes to what we were, the whole premise of what we were doing and trying to make these ladies give them their spotlight, man. And so I really hope and pray that this happens for them. Other than that, man, it's good to see you, brother. We got to get it back on it, and shout out, what was it? August 25th, we will be doing the fantasy show, the fantasy draft. So,
yeah.
For the fantasy draft, August 25th.
Yeah, it's gonna be super dope. I talked to Coach Wiggins the other day. We're gonna probably set up that interview with all the All-Americans next week.
Cool.
That's gonna be dope. You want to add anything, Bobby? Your mic is off.
Oh man, we can't hear you.
I'm just here, man. Just enjoying, listening. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it all. Hey, it's finally cool to meet your guy, though. Hey,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I've been fucking with Coop since 10th grade, man. That's my guy right here. He's the reason why we have a sports show. Like if it wasn't for him, there would never be there would have been a sports show. Yeah, that's my guy. I fuck with him for real. Man, in saying that, man, I appreciate everybody coming on, man. We this was dope. This is real dope. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that shit went by fast. That was a quick ass hour.
Oh, hey, one thing I do gotta say, all these fucking guys that break dance here in Houston today is because of me.
There you go. Real shit.
I'm being. Hey, one of the judges on that panel in the Olympics, I taught him.
And he got big shots, man. He got an 8-leaf and out of A-Leaf, and he got a breakdancing school in A-Leaf.
I'm a battle you back in the day. We finna battle for real. I'm all day, sir.
Even though Bobby don't look at me, he's a lot older than what he looks. But yeah, Bobby was big in the b-boy breakdancing scene back in the 80s and 90s and shit. Bobby did his thing.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
So I got hurt.
The
Macy Hills ain't no joke.
Yeah.
Yo, we're gonna go ahead and end this, man. Big shout out to all of our sponsors, Otto's Hoopy and J-Rack Distribution LLC, man. We truly appreciate you guys. Man, it's your boy Reckless Talk with Reckless Talk Sports with co-host Jay Coop, special guest Bobby Bless, DRU52. Man, we appreciate everybody. Man, we out of here.